Thanks for watching Numbskull News. And today, going to do a little reaction to the CFP Top 25. It just dropped a few hours ago, so we're in the middle of the night here. I'll try to keep it down for the babies that are still asleep. Not in my house, but maybe yours. Anyway, completely unsurprising, the top 5 did not move. But I do want to point out something. Red Raiders move up a spot. Ole Miss drops a spot. Now, I did a aftermath show on week 11, and I released that on Sunday. So some of this stuff I got right. I speculated that Texas Tech would move up to 6 because Ole Miss played Citadel, and that's a freaking joke. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. I also said the Ducks would move up to 8. I firmly believe Notre Dame would move to 9, so I got all that right. The one thing I did not get right is Texas and Oklahoma moving up a spot being on a bye week, especially since Utah did not move up a spot, and they were also on a bye week. The BYU Cougars, I had them at 10. I thought they'd be at 10. That made the most sense, and then let Texas and Oklahoma stew for another week in 11 and 12. But oh no, this committee can't do that. All right, they have a problem with Mormons. Let's just be real. BYU, people, no one likes BYU. It was shocking they started out with 7. The only reason they had 7 is because they were undefeated and on top of the Big 12 rankings. That's it. It's the only reason. If that was Cincinnati at 8-0, they would have been there. All right, if it was Houston at 8-0, they would have been there. But just like Cincinnati, just like Houston, the committee does not like these quote-unquote lesser brands. They just don't. And as far as the committee is concerned, there's not a lot of difference between Texas Tech and Ole Miss. The shocking thing is they only have Oregon Ducks at number 8. That is kind of shocking because that is a bigger brand. But no titles. They're not a blue blood. So I guess what they're trying to tell you is, hey, good job, Ducks. You get to move up a spot, but we still hold the right to remove you from the top 10 if and when you lose a game. So look out for that with USC. Washington, I don't know. I don't think Washington's up to the task of beating Oregon this year. But yeah, BYU gets totally screwed. They shouldn't be at number 12. But you know what? It's only for 1 week, Cougar fans. Only for 1 week. Because Texas has a date with their SEC arch nemesis in Georgia, who's already beat them twice and is going to beat them a third time. Oklahoma, you get to go to Tuscaloosa. That'll end your season right there. All right. Because Alabama's looking for payback. Remember, Oklahoma took them out of the playoffs last year. Now it's Alabama's turn. Let's get back to something I did get right. Vanderbilt moves up to 14. That is completely not shocking and well-deserved. Vanderbilt at 14. Now, when Texas and OU catch their losses, is Texas and OU going to drop below Vanderbilt? That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting to keep an eye on because you know what? No, I can't say they absolutely would. I don't know. I think Oklahoma would. I don't know about Texas. Let me put it that way. Miami, number 18 last week, 15 this week. And it shouldn't surprise anybody. It shouldn't surprise anybody. There's no way in hell they should be above Georgia Tech. In my humble opinion, they shouldn't be above Georgia Tech. Because let me tell you something, folks. Louisville and Virginia, they kind of got screwed too. I had them moving down, from 14 and 15 to 17 and 18. Well, they got moved down a few more spots than that, 19 and 20. That just kind of goes to show, once again, what the CFP committee really thinks about the ACC. And it's not much. Their top team is number 15 now. Their top team is number 15 now. Which is, I thought that would be Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech's only one spot below them, but I think that's bullshit. It should have been Georgia Tech at 15. If you want to move Miami up because they're a big name, okay. That's the only reason they're there. USC, I don't really have a problem with. I thought something like that would happen. I thought Michigan would happen. They would get to move up a little bit. They did. Washington completely got knocked out. That is totally unsurprising at all. They should have been knocked out, Washington. Mizzou also got moved out, which is, that was a little surprising considering I think more highly of Mizzou than I do Tennessee. I still don't understand this. I understand they wanted to correct Miami, right? That's what all the national outlets are saying. Well, this is a correction for Miami. Well, where's the correction for Tennessee and getting them the hell out of the top 25? Wasn't there. South Florida Bulls get in. I'm cool with that. I told you the Cincinnati Bearcats were coming. They were going to put them back in the top 25. They did. Why are they at number 25? Why are they below South Florida? Why are they below Tennessee? Okay, you don't want to embarrass yourself and knock Tennessee out. There was no reason to move the Tennessee Volunteers up at all. Leave them at 25, 23, Cincinnati, and then South Florida at 24 is fine. But there's no way in hell South Florida should be above Cincinnati. Neither should Tennessee. And by the way, neither should the Hawkeyes be above Cincinnati. All right, if you want to have Pitt above Cincinnati, fine. So, some of this is, like I said, unsurprising BS. Some of the things I agree with. Overall, I still think the CFP committee gets it more right than the AP, and a hell of a lot more right than the freaking coaches poll, which is always a joke. Now, I'm going to show you my top 25 based on my point system. I know you've been waiting for that. So here we are. This is what a real top 25 looks like. You keep what you kill. You get your points, and that's it. Number 1, Indiana with 88 points. Number 2 is Ohio State. Number 3 is Alabama with 79. See that? That's perfectly fair. Texas Tech goes above A&M in my list with 68 points, with Texas A&M at 62. I know A&M's undefeated. How dare you? Well, that shit don't matter. Your opinion and your eye test don't matter. What did you earn? Everyone has the same chance to earn points. That's what A&M has earned. That's what Texas Tech has earned. At number 6 is Oregon with 60 points. Number 7 is Georgia with 57. Number 8 is Texas. So you see where I got Texas. And it's not my opinion. Those are the points they earned. Number 9, Ole Miss. Not way up there, just number 9. I got number 10, Utah, and 11, BYU. Even though BYU beat Utah, but again, this is with a point system, and Utah has just earned more points at this point than BYU. BYU lost some points last week. Notre Dame, where they should be, number 12, also with 46 points. BYU has the tiebreaker. Number 13. Well, before I get to number 13, let me just show you. This is the line of demarcation on my top 25 at number 12. And as you see, everyone else is the 30s or below. And it's going to be really hard for these other teams to catch Notre Dame. Now, number 13 is Vanderbilt, having a great season, 38 points. 14, Virginia Falls. They got 32 points. 15, Georgia Tech, also with 32. I got Cincinnati at 16 with 31. And Arizona State at 17. 3 losses, but they got 31 points. Damn it. At 18 is Michigan with 29. Pitt, 19 with 29. Houston also has 29 points. That's why they're in my top 25. Wake Forest, holy crap. What a freaking win. They were at 0 points. They got 28 points for beating Virginia, who was very highly ranked in my top 25. That's why they're there. At number 22 is Louisville. They've dropped. At 23, SMU. Coming on strong, 26 points. At number 24 is USC with 25. And at number 25 is Miami with 20 points. Let's break it down even further. The SEC, 6 teams in the top 25. Only 6. But 5 of them, 5 are in the top 10. The Big Ten, they got 5 in the top 25, but 3 of them are in the top 10. With the Big 12, 6 in the top 25, but only 2 in the top 10. The ACC, they got 7 teams in the top 25. In my top 25, based on a point system, but 0 in the top 10. They have fallen apart, people. So now we're going to go by conference. SEC, number 1 team's Alabama. Number 2, Texas A&M. Number 3 is Georgia. Number 4 is Texas. And number 5 is Ole Miss, all in the top 10. The Big Ten, number 1, Indiana. Number 2, Ohio State. Number 3, Oregon. Number 4, Michigan. Number 5, USC. The Big 12, Texas Tech number 1, Utah number 2, number 3 is BYU, Cincinnati number 4, and Arizona State number 5. And finally the ACC, number 1, Virginia, number 2, Georgia Tech, number 3, Pitt, number 4, for the first time this year, Wake Forest, and number 5, Louisville. Well, that's it, folks. That's my top 25. That's the CFP's top 25. I think I like mine more. According to my point system, no opinions allowed. Anyway, thanks for watching this crap. I'll be back with some more crap later. Bye.